resignation, but as a community, as a collective, as a society, there are larger things that we need to question. And I think the first thing that we should question is if an examination is forcing students to kill themselves, do we need such an examination, or what can we do in order to prevent the structural injustice that has been instituted and held in place? And the resignation could just be a matter of diverting the whole things because you want the power to be retained. But I think it's high time we started questioning the very structures and ask for what other alternatives were there. And let me also briefly remind you that the same exam, NEET exam, was deemed to be unconstitutional by the Supreme Court in 2013. After it was introduced, it was deemed unconstitutional by a three-member bench in 2013, and two of the judges who ruled that decision retired in the subsequent 6 months, and in 2016 the review petition was filed, and in 2016 one of the dissenting judges, out of the three judges in 2013, two were in favor of banning NEET exam and one approved, and this one person headed the bench in 2016, and in 2016-17 time, NEET examination was once again given validity. So there was a time when this country did not have NEET exam, where it was deemed unconstitutional based on the premise that it was going against federalism, that was taking something which should also be under the control of state administration. So let's not forget that, and remind ourselves and keep questioning that we should also have some other imaginations wherein we don't have a one nation, one exam, one nation, one ration card, or whatever. Like we are getting the agenda that we want everything to be homogenized into one, but we are not one. We are a nation that is highly heterogeneous, and that does not mean we are divided. The heterogeneity just means that we have differences to acknowledge. We have differences to acknowledge, and how we are going ahead is going to depend on, can we live with our differences, or are we just focused on killing all the differences, killing all religion and making everything one, killing all whatever you find as scary and dangerous and different just because you don't subscribe to a certain values? Or do you want to create a society wherein we can all live and breathe? I leave you with that question. Inqilabo, 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 Inqilab! Zindabad, 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 Zindabad! Inqilabo, 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 Inqilab! Zindabad, 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 Zindabad!
Today is such a happy day for the country, such a happy day for the democracy. First time the youth stepped out and they gave a result. Even the government got scared, and Dharmendra Pradhan had to resign. It's a victory. It's a victory not only for the students and the youth. It's a victory to the country. Paper leaks, education flaws. I hope that will be fixed now. But again, I'll say but. There are a lot of accountability factors still remaining. It's still not clean. And I'm sure the Gen Z of our country, will fix this problem soon. Also, I'm very thankful to the youth who came out in large numbers, who sacrificed their sleep, who sacrificed their studies, who sacrificed their day-to-day life, and came in for the protest. For what? For our nation, for unity. And also, I am happy that all the youth is united and India is going in the correct direction now. I hope all the youth again ask for accountability with whatever is wrong. And I am very happy of my Gen Zs of my country and the youth of my country. Thank you. Neo Barekle.
Amreen, come speak. She is Amreen, who led this protest on behalf of